Welcome to Comic Construction. Let's check out the build, art, and story of Joe the Pirate, The Life and Times of Marion Barbara Carstairs, written by Hubert, with art by Virginie Augustin, published by Iron Circus Comics. This is an oversized paperback at 8 1/4 by 11 1/4 inches and has 120 pages. The cover has 4-color printing with gold foil detailing, really capturing the Jazz Age Art Deco aesthetic of the book. The binding is a hybrid of glued and sewn binding. You can tell because you can see the page signatures if you look closely. In the interior sheet is a beautiful matte paper, which is just perfect for the black and white art and the one snippet rendered in color. Virginie Augustin's art is remarkable. It's simplistic in the style of old daily comic strips, but with a flow and expressive quality that is truly awe-inspiring. The general flow of her line is lyrical and absolutely beautiful. It really makes me feel like it's the Jazz Age, and it imbues every character with life. This is some of the coolest art I've ever seen. Let me hop forward a little bit. Okay, this little segment kind of sums it up perfectly. You can see how this is Marion, who's now going by Joe in the story. She's just gotten a haircut that looks kind of like a typical masculine haircut. And then the barber like whips the cape off of her. And then you can just see how simple but effective like the lines in her face and hands are. That kind of cartooning is really hard to do, and I just absolutely love it. I have to skip ahead. There's a lot of stuff I can't show on YouTube here because this is a comic for grown-ups. So Hubert is credited as the writer, but died before the art was finished. So in my mind, that means that Augustin is a co-writer at that point. So Joe the Pirate tells the story of Marion Barbara Carstairs and her unconventional life. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to refer to her as Joe because that is her preferred name. The story starts in Britain and is as charming as possible, with Joe being a precocious, strong-willed little girl who's not interested in being stereotypically female like her mom wants her to be. Her behavior annoys her mother so much that she's eventually sent to a boarding school in Connecticut. At the boarding school, Joe discovers that she's a lesbian and her life is set in motion. Then after about 4 years in the school, she's ordered home and finds that her mother is remarried, and the new husband teaches Joe to drive, saying that she's so good at it, he can make her a racer. The mother just kind of scoffs. Joe enlists in World War I as an ambulance driver, and after the war, decides to define herself as masculine, getting a short hairstyle and wearing suits. She makes it very clear that she's not, she doesn't feel like she's a man, so she's not transgender. She's more, she just likes to pretend, like to just dress up as a man. She likes the styles better. And in this part of the story, every challenge that she takes on is easily overcome. She races boats. She just does whatever she wants. But then the book goes dark as Joe buys an island in the Bahamas and, inspired by her rearing in the British Empire, rules over the island like it's a colony. This book is remarkable in that it fully examines its subject, presenting her good and terrible sides. I absolutely love that. This has surpassed The Death of Stalin as the best historical comic book I've ever read. So will it stay or will it go? While I really enjoyed reading it again would be difficult. I love the first third, as Joe is charming and overcomes every obstacle in her way, forcing society to reckon with her. But after she buys the island and becomes a terrible person, it's really hard to read. While I do applaud the team for the authenticity of it, I don't think I want to read it again. Thanks for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, like, subscribe, and share with a friend.